Hello, all of you beautiful humans. Welcome, 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 welcome to Menopause and Madness. I am your host, April Rain, and welcome to my midlife crisis. How is everybody doing today? How are you feeling? I hope that everybody is having a wonderful day, night, morning, afternoon, whatever it may be where you are. I hope that it is great. Today, I have something special. But before we do that, let me take a deep breath. And if you feel you need a deep breath yourself, please join me. So I'm going to breathe in, hold it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. All of the outside woes and fears and negativity and all of the bad outside of our happy little circle where it's just you and me. Yes, yes. Today I am so excited, so excited. I have been wanting to open this and see what it's all about. Today I have a mystery package. Okay, when in my adventure on Etsy, when I'm looking for mystery boxes and all different kinds of mystery things, I came across a seller who sells letters letters from the 1800s to the 1980s, and they can be anything. They can be anything from letters from soldiers to just anything. And I have not opened this. They come in packages of 5, 10, and 20. I just wanted to start out with the 5. It was only 14 I'm gonna have to double check that. The links to these will be down below. I do know that I don't pay more than like $20 for um, my mystery boxes anymore. And I do have more vintage mystery boxes. I have them here, and I'm so excited to open them. But I'm gonna wait until so we can open them together. So let's get right to this, shall we? Okay, now I need to open this. It was just sent in like an envelope. So I will just open it this way. I'm so excited about this because I have a fascination with like postcards and letters. I love letters, okay? And as I have stated once before, oh wow, this is so great. This is the full package. And she sent a postcard. I'm so excited about this because I love postcards. My grandparents had stacks of awesome postcards. And unfortunately, once my mother passed away, another family member got a hold of a lot of things and just destroyed it all, just destroyed it. So I love postcards. I love postcards. Now, this postcard is Steeplechase Pier at night, Atlantic City, New Jersey. How gorgeous is that? Now, I'm not seeing a date on the front, but it is postage. And let's see, it is post stamped from, oh my goodness, y'all, 1916. September of 1916. How awesome is that? What was going on? What was going on? Okay, so this is Mrs. Mrs. Connor. I can't say it says Mrs. I'm not sure M O'Connor. And it's Curvenville. I am not sure where that is from. If you can read that, it's awesome. Isn't this awesome? And it says, I am having a fine time down here. Will write you later. your daughter, Amy. I am having a fine time down here. I will write more later. I will write you later. Your daughter, Amy. So this was to her parents. This is awesome. This is so awesome. I love this so much. I am going to cherish this. This is going to go into a journal, whether it'll be my journal that I'm doing now or my journal that I will be doing later. Um, this is just awesome. If you are familiar with this place, please let me know. It is gorgeous. There's a full moon. How awesome is this? How awesome. And I love that it's got the 1 cent postage with looks like George Washington is on there. So that is very awesome. Now this is wrapped in what looks like a spreadsheet type thing. And she says, thank you. Wrapped in this. And then this other sheet, I think this is my, okay, so it was $14.99 for a 5-pack random mystery letters from 1880 to 1980. Awesome. This is so awesome, y'all. I'm so excited about this. Okay, I'm going to try to gently, oh, there's no gently there. Okay, and I'm opening the package, and inside we have letters. Oh, this is so much fun. This is so much fun, y'all. I love this. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letters, of course. Okay, let's start with this one. This is from April, and it says AM 1965. Airmail, aloha from Hawaii, Miss Kathy Bonner, and also from New Jersey. Look at this envelope. Look how gorgeous this envelope is. On the back, from San Tropez, maybe San Francisco, California. That's the return address. So again, the front of the envelope. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Now these letters, of course, they have been opened. So this one was opened very nicely. Now, that is one thing I was worried about, was not being able to read these. Now, this is on stationery. Very, very awesome stationery. The top says, Aloha from Hawaii, the 50th state, 31st of March, 1965. I love the smell of old paper. I love the smell of old paper. 1965, y'all. Now I'm going to read this best I can. Dear Kathy, I got myself new paper, so I figured I'd try it out. You don't mind, do ya? I mean, for me to experiment on ya. I'm glad you don't. We are sorry to see, we are sorry to see for, we are going to see for 2 weeks. Please bear with me. You know, other people's writing can be so difficult sometimes, but I'm going to read it the best that I can. And use your imagination. Use your imagination. That, I just love this. I love this, and I really hope you do too. Okay, let's get back to the letter. I got myself new paper, so I figured I'd try it out. You don't mind, do ya? I mean, for me to experiment on ya. I'm glad you don't. We are going to see for 2 weeks. We are going to play plane guard for the USS Bennington. It's what it says. We are going to play plane guard for the USS Bennington. I love this. Aircraft carrier. So it's the USS, he or she is on the USS Bennington aircraft carrier. We pick up the pilots who ditch in the blue Pacific. Ain't that fun? How come I didn't receive any mail from you today? You don't love me anymore? Maybe you are interested in someone else? Question mark. Well, question mark. What then? Question mark. Can't can it be homework? No, not you. Let's see. Laziness, possibility, busy, perhaps. Well, I am waiting, kid. What might it be? Oh, what a sin. I have to be on this. What a sin. I have to be on this tub for a whole weekend and just got off a duty weekend. Why are they so mean to me? What did I do? I am just a clean cut, red blooded American male. What do they have against me? This is really a pathetic week. I have a lot of gear down and I have no slack for a long time. I think I'll hand in my resignation. Oh, how I wish. I finally got my income tax back. My mother and father just had their 25th anniversary. I'm sorry. And I gave them a $20 bill. Ain't I just sweet? I couldn't spare the other five. Well, I gotta go now. Be good and write back soon or else. Love and kisses, Frankie. Oh my goodness. So the USS Bennington in Hawaii, so he must be stationed in Hawaii when this beautiful stationery to his love, Kathy. I love this. This is literally giving me chills. I love this. Let me know what you feel about this. If you know anything about the USS Bennington in 1965, or just your feelings about it. That it's still giving me chills. It's still giving me chills just thinking 1965. Wow. And he sent it to New Jersey. He must be stationed in Hawaii, but the sending, it says FPO, so isn't that like first private officer, San Fran, California? So I'm not sure. I'm not sure at all about that. That was a very awesome letter. I am literally getting chills down to my feet. Just thinking of that period of time. He's writing to his lady and he doesn't know, like, what's going on. I mean, just think of that. I can't put myself in that position, but to me, being an ultimate romantic, that just hits me right in the heart. I love it. I love it. Okay. So next we have, it says on the corner, after 5 days, return to GEOW Purnell, Snow Hill, Maryland. And it says Mrs. GEO Purnell, Hotel, wow, I can't read that. Liberty Sullivan, New York. Now it is ripped on the edge. And this is postmarked September 14th, 19. Oh my gosh, my bad. September 14th, 7 a.m., 1895. 1895. 1895, y'all. Wow. Okay. We have our letter. I am so happy I did this. I am going to do this again, even if this is something that y'all aren't really interested in and you don't want to hear these letters. I am going to do this again for myself because this is just, it's just awesome. Okay, this paper is rather thick. It's rather thick. Excuse me. Okay. GEO Okay, so Geo W. Purnell, attorney at law, Snow Hill, Maryland, September 11th, 1896. My dear wife, dear little Frances was so anxious to write Mama a letter and asked me to mail it. She is the sweetest child in the world. The in gosh, I'm so sorry. The inquisitors have nearly all vanished her. I'm so sorry. It's so difficult. She insists on going all around the garden and lot with me, and the okay, the mosquitoes have nearly devoured her. Okay, so we're getting it. We'll work this together, right? She is the sweetest child in the world. The mosquitoes have nearly ate devoured her. She insists on going all around the garden and lot with me, and the mosquitoes are worse than I have ever known them. The the diving the dining room is full, annoying at mealtime. You have gotten in the bedroom. I'm so sorry. This makes it hard. Maybe I should skip this one for now until I can read it better. At mealtime, we've gotten in the bedroom. The bathroom is full. I have gotten quite well, have no pain, but my strength does not return. No letter from you today disappointed me ever so much. Neglect by my children may be endured, but my dear wife, any intention on you have indeed. I'm sorry. Let me know each day, know you and Ethel, of all of us here are well. I hear of no sickness in Snow Hill, with lots of love and kisses from all of us. Something kiss for yourself from your office? From, okay, kiss from yourself from, and then something husband. It is pretty difficult to read, but I would like to sit with this and try to figure out what it says. Just the fact it is from 1896. 1896. And he's a lawyer from Snow Hill, Maryland. And it's a letter to his wife. That is just amazing. I know we couldn't really glean much from this letter, and I'm sorry about that, but some of the writing is it's just too hard for me to read. I can't understand it, but I will sit with it and maybe come back and tell you a little bit more about what was going on in that letter. What do you think about that? Okay, this one is from Private Bernard Mann, Stewart Hall, Class 1 43 D, Weatherford, Oklahoma, to Miss Elaine Stahl, 854 North Alfred Street, Los Angeles, California. Airmail, airmail. And this is from, it's hard to see. It says 1940. Here is the stamp, and it says right there 1940, and I'm not sure what year. So maybe inside there will be a year, but look at that. So the 40s from a soldier. Oh, and it's typed. How lucky are we today? Okay, let's see. And this is pages. So we have, and it's, oh, okay. So it looks, okay. So there are typed and handwritten. February 20th, 1943, 10 a.m. Darling, good morning, dearest. Here I am back in school and piled down with back work. I'm going to have to really hit the books over the weekend because I'm behind 2 tests in correspondence and one in supply, and I have a final in military organization Monday morning. Oi. Well, honey, it's going to be 2 more short weeks for me, and I'll be on my way again. Sometime within the next 2 weeks, I'll go in the office and ask about my request. There may be a chance that it will come through. A very slim one, though, but I've still got hope. It is too it is too perfect to be true, honey, but you can't tell that fate deals out. You can't tell what fate deals out nowadays. This is one hell of an uncertain life you live in the army. You can't tell what's coming next, and you can't do anything about it after it happens. You just have to grin and bear it. One thing sure, this war can't last forever. That touches my heart. It's just a matter of spending the next year or so in the most pleasant way as possible. Of course, we'll see each other as much as it is humanly possible. Every opportunity I get to see you, I'm going to jump. Honey, believe me, I won't miss one move in paving the ground for as many little meetings of two people who are in love as can be possible made. Love you. I am not going to do much reading today as I don't want to take any chance with my eyes. They don't bother me now, but the measles always weakens a person's eyes. He has measles. I'm still wearing my dark glasses and I keep them closed every chance I get. They're closed right now. Please insert a H in chance. I'm not sure what that means. Page 2. Just think, honey, because this is front and back. Just think, honey, only 2 more weeks of school, then we'll again, I say, I love you, and let fate take care of our little life. Honey, I know we'll get a break, whatever happens. If things don't work out the way we have them all dreamed up and they get pretty tough, it's probably for the best. These are pretty tough times, honey. And we have to try our best to stay the same people that we were before the war and this great new change in life. I sort of go on living without even thinking of what is happening to me. I spend most of my time in my little world in the back of my head with a little stinkerka. I don't know what that means. I find it a little more pleasant. Nobody is gaining anything by living the life that is found around here in the army. I can't explain what I mean, honey. You sort of lose the value in being an individual. You're satisfied without just being in step when you're marching, and you consider yourself very, very smart if you can find ways to gold brick. Honey, I did a lot of thinking while I was laying in bed when I finished school, and I begin to have a little time of my own at nights. Once and for all, I'm going to attempt to get down to business and make use of some valuable time that is wasted by doing some heavy reading or studying. I'm not going to be satisfied unless I can account for every minute of the time I have to spend in the army with some accomplishment of learning. I'm going to do some more reading on psychology and philosophy, or maybe I better learn how to spell it before I try to learn about it. That's cute. Honey, I have to do something to get my mind off of feeling sorry for myself. It's just plain dumb being lonesome because there is nothing you can do about it. I can't just get up and leave for LA. I'm probably just talking through my hat again, as usual, honey, but I can see that in the future that I want to take care of you the right way. I had better know something when I get out of the army besides marching and making up my bed. Nothing to learn in the army will do you any good except some of the habits you develop, and I intend to develop some good study habits. I'll never get a chance to go to school again, and once I'm out of the army and married, I won't have much time to learn. So now is the time. So, what I want you to do is keep reminding me of what I just said. I always get the right thoughts, but I never do anything about them. Once and for all, I'm going to see if I have any stick to it at all. Love you. Guess what? I have to pay income tax. I don't know the exact sum of my earning for last year. I think my previous employers will send me a record of my earnings. They should because they're required to do so by law. It should be around 700 tax $35. I should get two letters from you today as I didn't receive one from you yesterday. I'll know at mail call this lunchtime. I sent all my laundry out and then I'll have a complete clean wardrobe to start out with on my new job. I'm sure anxious to see the pictures. I'll probably get them tomorrow afternoon. Speaking of tomorrow afternoon, we go a little 10-mile hike scheduled for us. They say we haven't had enough fresh air because of the quarantine. They can find more ways to make us work on Sundays, our only day off that a chicken can to lay eggs. So what? Love you. Please excuse me, I'm just blabbering on. I really don't have anything to say of any importance. If anything new ever happened in Weatherford, half the people would die from overexcitement. What a hole in the ground. I hope I get near a great big city with electric lights and more than one show. Time for the break. I'm going to take a 10-minute rest. Be right back. Love you. Wow. So I'm guessing that he's writing this at different points. I It's really a swell day out. If you find any typing errors or spelling, it's because of these dark glasses. It's pretty hard to write and type at the same time. I get thinking ahead and forget about all my typing. One thing you understand about my letters for sure is that I love you. I sure feel rested up. It sure didn't do me any harm being on that short vacation. I sure got over the measles fast. 2 days. Most of the fellows were in for 4 or 5 days. I must have had them a few days before I found out. I'm so dark skinned you can't tell until the red spots come out real bright. I'm going to write my folks about the measles tonight so you can tell them Sunday when I call you that tomorrow this week went pretty fast. Only two more to go, and they'll go fast as I have a lot of final tests to worry about. I really don't care what kind of grade I get as long as I learn something and get my ratings when I get on the job. When I don't hear from you for one day, it feels like it's been a month. In another hour, I'll know what my little Stinkerka has been doing for the last few days. So he must call her Stinkerka. See, that's, because it's typed, but I don't know if it is a typo or because he does have a little bit of some spelling issues, but, nothing too crazy. My little Stinkerka. If that is some type of like endearment in another language, can someone please let me know? My little Stinkerka has been doing for the last few days. Honey, did I ever tell you that I love you? I love you. It's so precious. My hair is just about natural again. At least they have to kill me before I take another at last. They have to kill me before I take another GI haircut. It feels good to look in the mirror and recognize yourself for the first time in 3 months. Honey, I'm going to do a little studying now. I'm excused from typing as I don't want to use my eyes too much, but I better do the exercise as I just have to make them up anyways. I'll write a few more lines tonight for maybe this afternoon after I get your most welcome letters. See you very soon. Love you. EE soon. Okay, and it continues. Love you at the top, and now it's in red ink, red typed ink. That's kind of fun. Just received two letters from you. The one you wrote on Wednesday and your Thursday letters with the cute pictures. It sure felt strange to look at the pictures and see you again. I don't know why you think they're not very good. I think they're sweet. I like your new dress too. Or is it your auntie's? Honey, if you have time, take some more pictures. You look like you lost a little weight or you got taller. Did you grow any? I'm sorry to hear that Lenny joined up. Oh well, the draft would get him sooner or later, anyways. Dearest, I hope you don't count on our deal too much. You don't know how funny the army is. Although we can still have plenty of hope, we're not beaten yet. In fact, I have a strange feeling that it's going to go through. Boy, we'll get married before you can say Jack Robinson. Love you. Sweets, I have to study very hard tonight, and if I know that I have to write to you, I won't be able to keep my mind on my studies, so I'll end this letter now. Thanks for the pictures and send some more. There is a W in the first word of this paragraph. Thanks again for the swell pictures. You looked very sweet and I love you very much. I'm counting the days until we'll be together. See you very soon. I'll write a long letter tomorrow after I call you if I can get out of the 10-mile hike we have scheduled for tomorrow. Honey, I've decided not to read for a whole week as it's very easy to ruin your eyes for the rest of your life right after you have the measles. After school in a half hour, I'm going over to the doctor and have him wash my eyes out with Argorol. Argorol. I'll get average grades without studying a few good grades is not worth my good eyesight. It's sure a nice day outside, real sunny and perfect. Perfect day for the beach. Put on your bathing suit and let's jump in the car and bear it down to the wave crest for an hour or two. Honey, I think your pictures are very good. Please take some more. You look much taller in all the pictures and you also look like you lost some weight. Or did I say that already? What I mean is thanks for the pictures. I'm just going to take it easy the next week or so and pick up what I can in class from the discussions. I don't think they would flunk me out if I happen to get a few low grades, as I have a 97% average in supply and 94% in correspondence. I don't know why I even give it a thought. I never was interested in grades, anyways. Love you just the same. Well, honey, as all good things must come to an end, this letter must come to an end. I don't mean the letter, but the fact that it makes me feel just like you were here and I was talking to you. It won't be too long, and I'll be holding you close and maybe a little EE on the side, two capital E's on the side. 2 more weeks, amen. 98 hours of school. I'll write a few more lines tonight before I go into dreamland. Being I can't write or read, I'll listen to the radio. Go to sleep early too, as then tomorrow will come real fast and I'll get to talk to my honey Stinkerka. That term of endearment is very odd to me, but sweet at the same time. But stink, it's spelled Stinkerka. So like Stinkerka. See you soon. Love you. I've still got a few minutes and I might as well type as it won't bother my eyes as much as writing will. Sweets, I don't appear to be too excited about what Sammy said because I don't want to be disappointed whenever I get too excited over something. It usually never happens, but that don't mean I'm not praying every second for it. It seems too good to be true, although a lot of fellows get lucky breaks like that, and I don't know any reason I shouldn't be one of them. Do you? All I know for sure is that I'll be seeing you in the near future no matter what. I guess I've said that a million times, but the way things stand, this boy here is too much in love to be separated from his little gal. Okay. Okay. So we still have a little bit more to go. This is turning out to be a long letter at that, or am I just repeating myself as usual? It must get pretty boring reading over the same thoughts in one letter. Honey, there is nothing new around here to write about. In 2 weeks, I'll have plenty to write about. By the way, I'll be getting paid again in 8 or 9 days. I should get around $90 in American money. I've still got $8 from the 15 from last month's pay. From no now on, I'll always keep a balance of $15 on me and send the rest home for my little gal's pin money. That money in the back will come in handy in about 3 or 4 weeks when you take a little trip to see your boyfriend for a week or so, or it might mean bridal money if a certain deal goes through, for which I am praying. Slowly but surely, I'm running out of gab. Let's see what I can write about. I told you about the moron who tried to put a diaper on a cigarette butt. A diaper on a cigarette butt. Is that, I'm not sure what that means, but I'm thinking it's like a filter, maybe a filter on a cigarette, because I'm not sure. Remember, this is 1943 in the military. So I told you about the moron. That's so funny. Who tried to put a diaper on a cigarette butt. So I don't have any jokes to write about. How much was the telephone bill? Dentist. How things in general treating you? You should be sick one of these days. Let me know. Johnny comes. I'll spell Johnny, or was it Junior that went on a vacation? However, you know what I mean. Johnny, Johnny, please send me the correct spelling before I break this typewriter in half. Sweets, the period is over. I'll write tonight. See you soon. And then we see he has written in handwriting, and February, it says, "Good morning, lover. Well, honey, only one more Sunday. Call you from this place, and I've been on my way to Cali to see." And I'm sorry, it is very, very difficult to read his handwriting, which I'm also going to be sitting with this letter because I have got to know what he's talking about. I know it wasn't the most exciting letter, but just hearing and thinking about him being in this place, and writing to, his love. I've always, that's always been like such a romantic vision for me, is being in the military and then having to write letters to your love, and then being on the other side where you are, most likely a woman, and then waiting for the letters from your love, hoping that he's still alive even. So yeah, that letter was very interesting, and I'm going to sit with those 7-page letters, actually 9 with these two. So how interesting. And I'm not sure, let me know your thoughts down below if you'd like. I know I have a couple more letters. Okay, let me put this letter back. Okay, so I have a couple more letters that look like they're very short. Now this one is to Jack Ward, Warrensburg, Illinois. This is another private first class that is in San Francisco, California, and this is 1960. 1960. Wow. In the back it says Salt Shakers Major Game Airmail. I don't know what that means, but I love how people were so gracious opening their mail so that the envelopes stay in pretty great condition. Oh, I can't get over the wonder. I love the smell of older paper. Okay, October 8th, 1960, a Saturday. Dear Mama and Dad. So this is to the mother and the father. Look at the stationery. How gorgeous is that? And it says, Maika, budding geisha girl. Maika. Maika. Maika, budding geisha girl. Wow, that is gorgeous right there. Now, honestly, I don't think I'm going to be able to read this letter right now. But we have another one that's a samurai doll at Boys Festival. Samurai doll at Boys Festival. How gorgeous is that? That is gorgeous. Okay, so this is a letter to his parents, and he is in the military also. He has gorgeous handwriting. It reminds me of my grandfather's. But I need to sit with these letters so that I can make sure. And if anything, because I can read this, it's just I don't want to sit here and be trying to break it up where it's just too hard for y'all to follow along. That is awesome, though. And like I said, I very much will be ordering more of these. And I will most likely get the 20 package. So that way, next time I do this, I can pick out letters that are easier to read. I don't want to read them ahead of time, honestly, because I want you to experience this joy and this like time with me, you know? Like as I read these letters, you can just sit back and, use your imagination about what's going on, reminisce about that kind of thing. Okay, this last letter we have here is also from a private first class ward. This is another letter that is to the same family, and this is in 1958, and he is in the Navy. He is in the Navy. I'm saying because it says that on there. I love these. These letters aren't these letters and these envelopes supposed to be like from faraway places. I'm also curious about that last big long letter when they said he was talking about money and he said an American money. So I'm that just has me curious. Like, is he stationed in a place? I mean, because it's the army, so aren't they paying him in American money? Like, because the army is American, or maybe I just don't know. I don't know. So maybe if you know a little bit about that, I would love to hear any stories or if any familiarities, if this resonates with you, I would love to have a discussion about this. This is so much fun to me. I really hope you're enjoying it. And I mean, if you're not, if this is something that you just don't like, I mean, I could hear about that too, because I don't want to be doing this if y'all don't want to be, hearing this. So here we have Tuesday, the 23rd, 1958, September. And this is also, I can't, it's that smell. You know, that smell of old paper that's a good smell, a library smell when you're back in the stacks. You know what I mean? And I love it. And it is again, dear mom and dad. My back feels a little better this morning, but my neck is still a little sore. So you know that picture of Darlene and kids you sent me, that wasn't a very good picture. um, you could borrow Harry's 7 and projector to show them with it. So I'm going to sit with these so that way I can get a better grasp on being able to read them to you, and I can maybe write what it says, so I can read it and show you. But look at this. He has gorgeous handwriting, and some of it is very easy to read, and some of it just isn't. And this is just a 2-page letter. Your loving son and Marine, Terry. Write often. Tell everyone I said hi. Your loving son and Marine. So, yeah. Let me know, everybody. Let me know what you thought of this video, what you thought of these letters, and what your thoughts are on future letters. I am totally stoked about this. And even if I do not continue reading these on my channel, I very much will continue um, receiving these because, well, I will probably buy one more pack and get a pack of 20, but I could see this something being totally like addictive. You know what I'm saying? I mean, right there, just having two different letters from the same person to his family. I mean, that's starting to build a little bit of a relationship in a sense, seeing and reading these parts about their lives. And the ones especially from the soldiers, seeing how it was for them. 1943, from a lawyer to his wife in what was that, 65, 95, 1895, 1895. just seeing and seeing how they spoke, and it's just, it's awesome. So please let me know how you all feel about that, and what you thought about the letters today, and if it brought up any memories, or memories of a loved one in the military, or you being in the military. um, Let me know. And thank you again for joining me. Thank you so much. You know, I love every single one of you. I adore your comments, your emails. I just adore all of you. Please don't forget about the giveaway that we have going on for the 2,500 um, members we have now. And if you're new here, thank you. Thank you for joining us. Please, please consider subscribing and give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you are not liking this comment. And but please hit one of the thumbs up or down, because it lets YouTube know that I have real people watching, and it helps me with this channel. It helps me to continue with this channel, which this channel has, which you are our part of, which you are our part of, have helped me so much in this last year. So much I can't even express. So thank you again for being here and hanging out. Um, and I will see you in the next video. And please, please remember to be kind humans.